Okay, hi everybody. Welcome to today's video. We are going to be looking at three different things today. We're going to be looking at table A, table B, my fingers aren't working, and table C. Okay, so the first two are lists of multiples. And you're going to want to start with table A, especially if you don't have one at home right now. And this is pretty self-explanatory. This is just writing down your math facts. So all of our answers here are going to be multiples. So we would do 2 times 1 is 2. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 5 is 10. 2 times 6 is 12. And all the way down. And you'll go all the way down until you get to the bottom here. And then you'll move on to the threes. But do you see how I'm writing small and right, like it's all, my answer's right after the equal sign? You don't want to write too big and have it get out of order and then you have an answer in the wrong place. So what you would do is you would just keep going until you finished up the whole thing. All right, so that is what table A is. All right, and the highest answer you're going to get, is 50. If you get any higher than 50, something is amiss. You need to go back and look. Now let's take a look at table B. Table B is just a continuation of table A. So if we look at table A ended with 2 times 25, which was 50. Well, table B starts with 2 times 26, which is just two more than this one here. So if 2 times 25 is 50, 2 times 26, well, we would just add one more 2 to 50, and that would be 52. This is going to be the same thing with your threes. So the last 3 here was 3 times 16, which was 48. So if 3 times 16 is 48, 3 times 17 is, we're just going to add another 3 to 48, which would be 51. Okay, and then you would just keep going that way. So having your filled in table A up here is going to really help you, just like if we did the 10s real quick. 40, 50. The last one here was 10 times 5. Well, on table B, the first one's 10 times 6. So if 10 times 5 is 50, we just need to add another 10 to it, and we would get 10 times 6, like that. Okay? So that's table A and table B. Now, let's take a look at table C. Now, you can't start table C until you have a completed and correct, it's very important, completed and correct table A and table B. Okay, so table C has 2 pages. First page is 1 through 50. So 1 through 50 uses table A, okay? The second page is 51 through 100. This uses table B, okay? Now, let's see how we do this. So we're going to start with sides 1 through 50. And we want to list, remember, here's the word factors. Do you remember how we already kind of talked about the word factors, right? In our factors with the pegboard lesson? Well, this here is going to be a list of factors. So let's start by looking at number 1. I want to know all the ways to make 1 using multiplication. So what times what gives us 1? 1 times 1. Is there any other way? We can't do 1 times 0 because that would give us 0. And 1 times 2 is 2. So no, this is the only way. And since this is the only way, I'm going to take my red colored pencil and I'm going to circle this one. Okay, I'm going to keep my red pencil there. Now, let's think about all the ways to make 2. Well, we can come back over here to our table A and we can look for the answer of 2. So there's an answer, 2 times 1. All right. Let's see, then it goes on to 4. 4 is bigger than 2, so we know that's not it. 3 times 1 is 3, but then it goes on to 6. So we're not going to get a 2 answer in the 3s. So this is the only way. All right. Circle that. Now let's move on to 3. 3. Let's look for 3 as an answer over here. So 2, 4, 6. Now 3 would fall here, right? Let's go here. Well, 3 times 1. That's cool. All right. 3, 6. This starts at 4, and we know that 4 is more than 3. So there's not going to be any 3s here, and 5. So this is the only way. This is the only 3. So I'm going to circle this. The red pencil. Okay. Now, 4. Well, here's an answer of 4. 2 times 2. Okay. There's no 4s here. Oh, here's an answer of 4. 4 times 1. And the lowest number here is 5, so we're not going to find any 4s in here. So look, this one has 2 ways. We can do 2 times 2 and 4 times 1. Well, that's pretty cool. We're not going to circle it. There's more than one way. 5. So 2, 4, 6. So no 5s there. 3, 6, 9. No 5s there. 4, 8, 12. There's no 5s there. 5. Oh, here's 5. 5 times 1. All right. 5, 10, 15. No more 5s. 6. Well, 6 is the lowest number here. And 5 is lower than 6, so we know we're not going to find any 5s here. So 5, this is the only way. The only way that we can do it. Okay, now let's go on to 6. 2, 4, 6. Ooh, 2 times 3. 3, 6. Okay, well, there's 3 times 2. We already did 2 times 3. Okay, so here's my question. Is 2 times 3 and 3 times 2 the same thing? Let's take a look. I have them written down here. 2 times 3, what does that equal? We need 3 2s. So 2, 4, 6. 6. That gives us the answer of 6. And then for 3 times 2, we need 2 3s. 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It equals 6 2. So these are actually the same thing. So since they're the same thing, I'm just going to write one of them. I'm only going to write one, okay? So 6, 4, 8, 5, 10. Ah, there's a 6. 6 times 1. Cool. Okay. So there's more than one way there, isn't it? Yeah. So I'm not going to circle it. We're going to leave it alone. Let's go on to 7. 2, 4, 6, 8. No. 3, 6, 9. No. 4, 8. No. 5, 10. No. 6, 12. No. 7. Oh, 7 times 1. And then the lowest answer here is 8. And we know that 7 is smaller than 8. And in all these, 7 would have come here. It's between 5 and 10. Here it's between 4 and 8. Here it's between 6 and 9. And here it's between 6 and 8. So we know that they're not there. So there's only one way. All right. We're going to go up to 10. All right. So we're almost done with this portion of the lesson. You'll obviously keep going, but you know, that's fine. So 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. Ooh, 2 times 4. 3, 6, 9. Well, 8 would have been there. 4, 8. 4 times 2. Well, is 4 times 2 and 2 times 4 the same thing? Yeah, both. It gives us the same answer. It uses the same factors here. So we're going to go ahead and just write only one of them. 5, 10. Well, 8 would be there. 6, 12. 8 would be there. 7, 14. 8 would be there. 1, 8 times 1. Oh, there we go. There's an 8. So 8 times 1. Excuse me. So there's 2 ways there, so we're not going to circle it in red. Now let's check out 9. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Well, 9 would be here, wouldn't it? 3, 6, 9. Oh, there's one. 3 times 3. Oh, let's see, 4, 8, 12, that would be there. 9 would be there. 5, 10, that would be there. 6, 12, no. 7, 14, no. 8, 16, no. 9, oh, here we go. 9 times 1 equals 9. All right, so there's more than one way there, so I'm not going to circle it. Okay, the last one that we're going to do just here together is 10. So let's find the answers of 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So 2 times 5. All right. 3, 6, 9, 12. No. 4, 8, 12. No. 5, 10. Well, 2 times 5 and 5 times 2 is the same thing, remember? So I'm only just going to keep that one that I already wrote down. 6, 12. 7, 14. 8, 16, 9, 18, 10. There's a 10. 10 times 1. All right. So let's take a look at a couple things here, okay? Every single one of these has a times 1, doesn't it? 1 times 1, 1 times 2, 3 times 1, 4 times 1, 5 times 1, 6 times 1, 7 times 1, 8 times 1, 9 times 1, 10 times 1. Every single one of these, we can make every single number in the entire world if we multiply itself by 1. So 35, we can get 35 by going 35 times 1. I'm going to write that. Just like we could get 39 times 1. Okay? But if a number can only be made by multiplying itself by 1, so the only way to make 3 is to multiply 3 by 1, to multiply itself by 1. We would circle them in red. Numbers like that, numbers that can only be made by multiplying itself by 1, oops, wrong side of my marker, are called prime numbers. Okay? Now we started here, there's quite a bit of prime numbers there, isn't there? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 just between this little space. And let me tell you, there's only going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more down the rest of this side. In the beginning, we start out with a lot in a row just because they're such small numbers. But as we go, they become fewer and fewer, all right? So if you're going to use red, I recommend don't write too hard with your red pen. Or if you make a mistake, use a little white out. I'm a big fan of white out. And you can just white it out and write the number again, and then it won't be circled in red. So this is a big work. This work can take a lot of time. Okay, and if you finish this work and it's all correct, I will, and same thing with your A and B's, if you don't already have them at school, I will happily laminate them for you. Okay, because they're such big work, especially table C, I always like to laminate it, and you get to take it with you to whatever class you go. So if you move from lower L to upper L, you get to have it in there too, so you don't have to redo it. Okay, so that's our lesson on table A, B, and C. Take your time. Remember, you can't do table C if you don't have a table A and a table B finished. So make sure you get those finished and correct first. If you do a table C and you want me to check it for you, feel free to take a picture of it and send it to me, and I will happily check it for you and let you know the numbers where you're missing something or if something has a goof up. All right? Okay, guys. Thanks. I hope you're doing well. Let me know if you have any questions. Okay, bye.